Why, hello everybody, welcome, my name is Rubydung, welcome to today's episode. As you can see, I'm over here at the main base. I didn't actually get rid of the world, don't worry guys. Last update was a bit interesting. So, for anyone who didn't see last episode, we got a bit of an April Fool's thing that was going on, and yeah, sadly that one, I couldn't play in this world. Not like, the previous two, I believe. The last two April Fools you could play in the old world. One of which, you could even play in and, keep any blocks you got from the April Fools update. So, that was very interesting. But, yeah, in this one, I couldn't even play in this world, which made me a little sad. I like it whenever I get to experience an April Fool's update in my worlds, but I understand. I'm not gonna sit here and lose my mind because I couldn't play an April Fool's update in this world, but I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I felt it was a pretty interesting April Fool's update. But that is not the important part of today's episode. That's, matter of fact, the important part of the previous episode. In today's episode, I am wanting to get a little bit of work done. Most particularly, I am wanting to get the iron farm, well, set up really. Because last episode, I set up the hopper chain. So, what I'm wanting to do in today's episode is set up the finishing chain going around the base, and then I'm hoping to decorate it. So, I'm going to need to get some slabs, I'm going to need to get some hoppers, and I am going to try setting up what the actual chain around the base is going to be looking like, so that way I can get a nice outline. So, I'm going to get some slabs, I'm going to begin laying them out, and I want to come back with you guys, hopefully with a good path. Alright, I have the bridge going all of the way across. I just need to begin putting some hoppers in and the walls. So I am going to be styling this almost the exact same as how I styled the bridge over here. So this little thing, I'm just going to be styling it as close to or nearly identical to that. In which case, it's just going to be one white here, some wood walls on the side with some little windows peering in. Which case is going to be right over where the hopper area is. It's basically just a very tiny version of the tunnels I have down below. So I'm going to begin getting some of the wood nice and in place. I think this is a pretty good area because it just cuts along the side here. It cuts across the water a little bit, but it mainly kind of gives like a little layering thing to the base. I like it when the base looks layered. When the base looks layered, it looks very nice. That's kind of complexity to it. So, with this little thing cutting across the center and going to the very bottom here, I can then begin building the kill chamber. And I cannot start the iron farm until I have a kill chamber, or else iron golems are just going to wind up swarming this place. So, I'm going to try setting up the hoppers first, because to get the kill chamber set up, I want to collect stuff. And in order to collect stuff, I need the actual collecting system to work. So, collection system, kill chamber, then I can get the farm running. So, I need to get this set up. I'm just going to go ahead and begin putting in place the wood and the hoppers. And then I'll be back with you guys, hopefully with a good amount of that up. Alright, after doing a little bit of placing, I now have the wood in place. And now what I'm wanting to do is jump all the way down here and do a little bit of trek all the way to the viewing area of the base. Make sure it looks good, because if it doesn't look good, that is a problem. Because if it doesn't look good, then I'm gonna have to get rid of it and redo the whole thing and make it look good. So, I just have to run all the way over here, and it is currently now in a state, as long as it looks good, then I can begin actually putting in the hoppers, which is going to be ridiculously expensive, I am sure, because there's no way putting in a bunch of hoppers isn't expensive typically. Alright, hop all the way up here, and I see it on like the edge of my view, but I'm trying to not judge it immediately. Okay, and yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, I like that. I just need to make sure to put the bricks in whenever I actually put that through. So, what I'm going to try doing now is going all the way around and through, and put in the hoppers. So that is going to be extremely expensive. It's going to be so much wood and so much iron. But after I get all of that set in, I just need to actually build the lava area for the killing thing, in which case that shouldn't be too long. I just fell down. Alright, after a little bit of placing here, I have got all of the hoppers in. Whoo, was that expensive? Mostly on wood, really. I was surprised. Like, I didn't use that much iron on this project. I was expecting, like, oh yeah, I'm going to wind up using a ton of iron. Oh yeah, that's obvious. Wind up using a lot of wood. Holy cow, I forgot how expensive, like, wood-wise hoppers are. Oh man, I'm not even sure if I really needed to make a second iron farm. Probably need to make a second wood farm. Probably need to make an automatic one. But yeah, now what I'm hoping to do is I'm wanting to jump down and light some stuff up. As you can tell, there was a bit of a problem. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot my achievements got reset. But now what I'm hoping to do is that I am wanting to jump down here, quickly grab some torches and light that place up, because as you could tell, there's some wood busted out. There's a creeper blast. That's because I decided to not light that area up, and I really need to. I need to, like, not have it be dark while I'm working on it. So I need to play it just a little smart. Even just a sad bit smarter would help so much. So I'm just needing to run all the way back here and grab some torches. This shouldn't take too long. Let me just oh, I also need to eat. Let me yeah. But now what I need to do, where do I put the torches again? I think I put it in this chest. Yes. Aha. I probably just need a stack, honestly. I don't know why I'm trying to take more than just a stack. Okay, okay, I'm failing at this inventory thing. Where's my torches? There we go. Okay. So, now what I'm wanting to do is, as I'm going to be going up there, I need to begin putting in the windows in the ceiling. That's not going to be too much. It's primarily just going to wind up being bricks for the roof, because just simply I'm never going to be on the inside of those tunnels. Those tunnels are purely decoratory, basically, just to make sure everything looks good from the outside. I'm also not going to be putting ice in between. That ice is just kind of there for legacy reasons. I'm not going to get rid of that ice because I see, one, no reason to. That's quite a bit of work to get rid of that kind of stuff. And two, I said I was not going to waste that ice, and I still don't want to. See, there's mobs up here, and they're really annoying. I should kill him. Yeah, I killed him. Excellent. So what I'm just basically going to be doing is, on the in-between sections here, put some torches. Woo! And now it's nice, going to be nice and lit up here. And basically just going to put these every other block. That should be enough to ensure mobs aren't really going to be spawning. So let me just go ahead and quickly put all of these in. Alright, now it is time to begin putting in the glass to begin sealing this area up. So I just have to go one by one with each of these little window areas and put in the actual window, so it's not just a silhouette. But as I'm putting these things nice and in, that is probably going to be doing it for today's episode. So, I actually have a little thing to say at the end of today's episode, because we're rapidly approaching a small event. This is an event that I wound up doing some time back. What is happening here? Oh, okay, I think it's one too long, so I'm going to put you here, break this, break these. There we go. There we go. Now it's fine. But, I wound up doing a small event some time ago for episode 142, because on episode, I believe it was 42, well, I'm pretty sure it's 42, a couple of people were just like, oh, you called it, answer everything, or whatever the heck, because it was in reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and you didn't actually answer any questions. So I was like, you know what, that's fair. So on 142, I decided to correct that and run a Q&A. But when I ran that Q&A, there definitely was not as many of you guys that are still consistently watching me. So with episode 42 rapidly approaching, if you guys actually want to know anything about that, well, more particularly me, the actual person who does this kind of stuff, then be sure to ask. I wouldn't mind actually doing that kind of stuff. If you guys are just not interested in seeing that kind of thing, then just make sure to tell me. Then, if enough of you guys are just like, no, it's just a waste of an episode, then yeah, I'll probably just wind up dropping it. But with all of that now nice and said, that might just be it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see anything particular in this series, be sure to tell me. I always love hearing what you guys have to say. There's always a billion things that I can always wind up doing in this world, a billion projects that are always going on at a given time. This is a sandbox game, so there's always an infinite number of things that I can always wind up doing. So, if you guys have anything in particular that you want to see me do, or any questions you have in particular for me, I can always wind up either answering those in the comments or answering them in special on the episode, depending on how long form they're going to wind up being. Typically, I try to answer both. So, if you guys have anything that is even remotely like that, be sure to tell me. I'll always love hearing your guys' suggestions. But with all of that now nice and said, that's probably going to be doing it for today's episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be seeing you guys here in the next one. So long. See ya. Bye. Oh. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I'm misclicking everywhere now.